Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's morning here, which is why I'm wearing my dressing gown. So I just thought I'd do a little video and show you what I do in the mornings. So, you know, apart from getting up and the usual stuff, but what I eat. So I always start my day with a miso soup. So if you don't know what miso is, it's made from a fermented soybean. And it's really healthy. So when I had some health issues a few years ago, I started researching superfoods, and I've done a lot of traveling, and every time I would have an Asian meal, I would be presented with this little bowl of clear watery soup that didn't really taste as much, but was quite nice. It was mild. And then I thought, I wonder what that is, and I started researching and stuff like that. So, but we could ask my faithful assistant Alexa. Alexa, why is miso soup good for you?
While healthiness depends on personal health considerations, 1 cup of miso soup has 44.6% of the daily recommended intake of sodium. But it is also a good source of calcium, iron, vitamin K, riboflavin, and zinc.
How mad's that? So this one's got ginger and turmeric in it as well. So it comes in a little sachet. But I'm going to do a little slot called Pimp My Miso, because I pretty much pimp everything. I pimp pot noodles, I pimp burgers, you know, I pimp whatever food I'm doing, you know. I don't tend to stick with, you know, a standard food type. So, but I've also researched, and ginger and turmeric are on the list as well. So if you don't know about turmeric, we can ask my favourite assistant Alexa again. Alexa, why is turmeric good for you?
While healthiness depends on personal health considerations, 1 teaspoon of turmeric has 100 milligrams of total sugar. But it is also a good source of iron.
There you go, full of iron. It's good for your immune system and stuff like that. So I have turmeric, I have ginger. I'm also going to put some minced garlic paste in as well. Minced garlic and ginger paste. In fact, I'm lazy, I can't be bothered to actually cut up stuff. But that's all good. So, but if you don't know the health benefits of garlic, Alexa, what are the health benefits of garlic?
According to the NIH, currently, garlic is used as a dietary supplement for many purposes.
I'm not seeing anyone this morning, so doesn't matter if I stink.
High blood pressure, and the common cold, as well as in attempts to prevent cancer and other diseases.
There you go. Look
A great deal
at
of
that.
research has been done on garlic, but much of it consists of small, preliminary, or low-quality studies.
And it keeps away vampires, like, you know. So far in the cup I've got the miso there. Looks like a little turd in the bottom, and I've got the ginger and garlic paste in there. But I'm not stopping there, because there's another thing that I've been researching, and that's seaweed. So like, seaweed's really good for you. It contains, like, it's like a superfood of the ocean. So this one I've been buying dry. So this is wakame. So sorry, bit of bad camera work there. So I've got the camera on a stand, you know, it's all professional stuff in here. So literally, I put a tiny little pinch. See, look at that, tiny little pinch in the soup. Right, actually, 2 tiny little pinches because I love it. So that's wakame. That was shop bought. I bought that in an Asian supermarket. And then this stuff, this is hardcore. So this is kelp, and what I've done. Excuse the sour culture. So what I've done is I've actually harvested them myself, because I live near the beach. It's always really important, if you're going to harvest seaweed, to make sure that there's no sewage outlets anywhere near. There's websites that can tell you where it's safe to harvest. There's hundreds of varieties of edible seaweed in this country. I just went with kelp, and what I've done is I've dried it out, and then I've put it in a food blender and blended it. So it's really good as a thickener. So you can use it in soups and stews and stuff like that, if you don't want to use like cornstarch and things. And like, just put a little dollop of that in there, and that will swell as well. So, but it will still retain its crunch, unlike the wakame, which will literally just completely revitalize itself, and it'll get huge, which we'll see in a minute. So I also found this in the back of my fridge. I like Asian supermarkets. They've got the cutest little things ever. Look at this. There's a little mushroom in there. So these are just like spicy, savoury mushrooms. like preserved, so I thought I'd add some of them to it as well. There you go. Not mushrooming out. So I've got that. You can get miso soup in all kinds of varieties. Here's one. It's an aged red miso, and rather than coming in a handy little sachet, it just literally comes in a pot. So, and you can take a teaspoon out of that, make your soup, and use it as a stock base, as a ramen base, or anything like that. So because of the health benefits, I literally have these every day instead of a cup of tea. So it's really filling, and it kind of does me for like 2 or 3 hours before I have brunch, you know. So, but there's a really good way of cheating as well, because if you want to really pimp your miso, today I'm using a bit of Ainsley, because we all love a bit of Ainsley, don't we? So this is a Thai chicken and lemongrass, so it's still Asian, but I'm going to pimp it with a yummy cup of soup from Ainsley Harriet. Thank you, Ainsley, for making such lovely soups and couscous, amongst the other things you do. Oh, Spirit of Ainsley didn't like that. He's taking a tumble. I was standing back up. There you go. I'm not sponsored by any of these people, although, wow, it would be nice to get sponsored by, like, you know, a miso soup company, or even Ainsley Harriet himself, like, you know. So there you go. Right, so that's in there. I'll flick on the kettle again, even though it's just boiled. So in there we've got minced garlic and ginger paste. We've got a Thai chicken and lemongrass cup of soup, and some miso soup paste, which has ginger and turmeric in it as well. Some Chinese savoury spicy mushrooms, some dried wakame that I got from the Asian supermarket, and some kelp that I harvested, dried and blended myself. So here we go. So the actual seaweed doesn't take too long to turn back into seaweed from those little crunchy, little crispy bits. So, and this is my standard breakfast. So we'll just leave it a couple of minutes for the seaweed to like regenerate, because it's quite amazing considering like each piece of seaweed is like, you know, some of them are less than a millimeter, you know. So, but I love this. It's great. A nice cup of healthiness. So they're already starting to come together. So there you go. I'm gonna have to get the camera, aren't I, and put it on top so you can see what's what. So there you go, giving it a stir, and already the seaweed's starting to come good. Look at that, from that little tiny piece of seaweed, but it's got some way to go yet. So I used to eat this stuff dry, this seaweed, before I started actually putting it in soups and stews and stuff like that, and then I realised that it's probably a bad idea to eat it dry, because it's gonna be like 10 times the size in your stomach. So, you know, and you wouldn't want to think about that, would you? You know, like the next day. But there you go, look at that. Here comes the seaweed. It's absolutely amazing, this stuff, and it tastes really good as well. So all the health benefits are right there, you know. So and the way I look at it, when I researched what the oldest people in the world, what their diets were, you know, a lot of that Asian people, or all of the Asian people that I researched, that were way over 100 years old and fit as a fiddle, they all started their day with miso soup, simple things like they would have eggs and fish and stuff. So I'm just watching this seaweed now. It's coming good now. Look, there's like great big pieces of seaweed. Look at that, from that little tiny millimeter. So, and I just decided that I would adopt their part of their lifestyle. I wouldn't say that I'm obsessed with health, because I love junk food, but you know, it's all, life's a balance, isn't it? So there you go. Right, so follow me for more life hacks and stuff like that. I might even bring a pot noodle tomorrow, who knows. I've been known to do stuff like that, you know, a bit dirty. So I also love my spicy food. So here's my collection of Tabasco sauces. Like, you know, this is literally a ramen cupboard full of noodles and stuff like that. And this stuff, I'm getting off track, but this stuff is the Don. So this is a bag called Magic Chili, and it's dried chilies and peanuts. It's rare. You have to go to you know, be lucky when you go to an Asian supermarket. It's about £6 a bag, but I make each bag last for about 2 weeks. So, and that is a really good snack, and I stick it on salad toppings as well and stuff like that. I even float it in my soup sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling. So anyway, right, let's get into this now. I was reticent about getting into it straight away because obviously it is a cup of boiling water. So here we go. Oh wow. That's perfect. It's as good as anything that I've had in an Asian restaurant. It's almost got like a Tom Yum flavour to it, and all the different types of seaweed. Like, it's really coming out. Now look at the seaweed. It's really, like, you know, rehydrated and everything. That's insane from that tiny little bit. So yeah, this is basically my you know, like half a pint of superfoods in the morning, and it just sets me up for the day. You know, knowing that it's like full of antioxidants, helps you stop getting diseases and stuff like that. You know, boost your immune system. So yeah, if you want a nice health kick in the morning and like feeling really good till the afternoon, not overly full or anything like that, there you go. You can't go wrong with a bowl of miso with a few extra added bits and pieces. So hope you've enjoyed this video. Next time I'll probably be dressed because this is a breakfast video. So excuse my Marvel dressing gown and my Jurassic Park cooker hood. You know, bit of a geek. But you know, that's what life's all about. Gotta have fun, haven't you? So, alright, hope everyone's alright. Have a great day. And please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And there will be lots more to come. Thank you. Bye.